All right, so last time you guys went to Golden Fields and started investigating the area because you believed that the next day the uh, Black Earth intends to set off a devastation orb within Golden Fields. You did some sleuthing and determined that there was a few things that had happened strangely in Golden Fields lately. Bodies were missing from the grave. A fire had been started in the wheat field, and there had been a minor seismic event north of the wall. You talked to some people and also managed to locate a Zentarum spy within the livestock fields, and in questioning him, determined that there were two areas that were most likely areas that could be attacked. One being along the east wall, where the wall was weakest, and another spot um, along the north wall near the apple orchard, where the wall was the strongest and therefore the least expected place for an incursion. You investigated the east wall and determined that it was being repaired by Kilton Kneescraper and his gnomes, and determined that that was probably an unlikely group to be part of any incursion. You then investigated the apple orchard and determined that the whole thing with the missing bodies had to do with gnome worship of an earth god that didn't really have anything to do with the cults, and then tried to find Miles Jorka, or as Chris always calls him, the Rat Man, and he wasn't home. So you decided, since it was getting late, that you would meet up back at North Furrow's End, the inn slash uh, what is it, lodging, in slash tavern, and talk about what to do. It is late. It is getting close to midnight, um, and you needed to catch each other up, and then probably long rest and figure it out in the morning. As this episode begins, a number flashes on the screen and counts down. Boop, boop, boop. Like on 24.
What's the number?
I'm not telling you.
You lost me. I don't get it.
Remember 24 where they would count down at the beginning, like
know the show.
after commercials and stuff?
Shit's gonna happen today.
I never watched a single episode of that show.
You don't remember?
Does that mean you
What?
did watch every single episode and you just don't remember?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Never seen an episode. I don't know what that's so hard to comprehend.
Kiefer Sutherland.
24 was a show that there was 24 episodes, and each episode was an hour long, and the episodes happened in real time. They would show you what's going on.
There's only 24 episodes. I thought that went on for a long time.
There were multiple seasons with different
24
days
per
Yeah,
season.
Right. It was a 24-hour thing, and you knew that
24
time
hour.
was running out as the time got lower. Because they were going to run out of time, and everything bad was going to happen.
Okay, so you're counting us down until the bomb blows up?
Yeah. I thought it was really clever, and it turned into a 4-minute explanation.
I don't
Go
get
on.
it.
Well, I was gonna let it go, but then Ryan said something on it. No, I don't remember what Ryan said originally.
I don't think Ryan said anything.
He did. He said something about what the number is or something like that.
I asked what the number was
Ah,
because that would
the
give us the
numbers.
answer to when it's gonna explode.
The numbers, Mason. What
It
do they
makes
mean?
sense now, but at the time I didn't understand what that meant.
Just like the show.
Well, now I know that the show does that. But this is a game.
Where's the bomb?
So did we sleep already?
I'm down for that.
And we're at the inn currently.
You are at the inn.
And our plan was to sleep and then check out the Rat Man.
Nearer to the north. Well, yeah, that too.
After breakfast.
Are we gonna check out the Rat Man all together, or are we gonna split up? 'Cause this place is huge, so if we all go to the Rat Man and then all go north of the wall, we're gonna all die before anything even happens.
Probably
Where
some of
else?
us.
Where else would you go?
Where else would I go?
I think those are the two spots you're saying, right? Some of us
Yeah,
go
yeah.
look for the rat guy. Some
I
of
was
us go
saying,
north of the wall.
yeah, maybe two of us go Rat Guy, two go north of the wall. Because if we go all together, it's gonna take a whole shitload of time.
I thought we did this already.
We couldn't find the Rat Guy because he wasn't home.
Is he outside the wall?
Could be it.
Don't know.
You want to ignore the Rat Guy?
Well, we gotta
Just-
follow leads of like. Say we go north and look for stuff while going towards the wall.
We go out of the north of this wall. I think you can only use the entrance, right?
Yeah,
You
we're gonna
follow
go west
south
and
west.
then north.
I mean, you could climb up on the wall and jump off.
How tall are these walls? Are they tall?
Walls are tall.
I can
Oh.
fly.
Yeah, you
The
can
outer
fly that.
wall is 60 feet high.
Yeah, Maxon could just fly
Certainly
down.
killing me. I have feather fall that I have on right now.
Maybe we should remember all of our dreams about this place.
Other people have dreams,
How do you know about my dreams?
or you mean the dreams from way long ago?
I've had at least 2 dreams about Golden Fields being destroyed.
Go ahead.
Let's see. First one. Okay, here we go. You're in a field. Here we go. I will copy and paste this part of it. Here's number 1. Two.
Where's Liberté right now? Does anybody remember what happened with him?
He went back to the forest.
Does anyone have a way for me to communicate with the forest people?
You to
Do we-
communicate?
We have that orb, right?
That just lets us see somebody. I believe. It's the same as that spell you have, Brian. Scrying.
Scrying, yeah. I have sending, but that's 20 words.
Yeah, but you
And that's
only
me.
you can. You'd have to know the person that he wants to speak to.
Let's see if I got anything else. I don't know if I have any spells left anyway. Yeah, I do have 1 level. No, I don't have any level 3 spells. I couldn't use that anyway. And they'd have to be familiar, right? Let me look at my items. Didn't some of us get like items to like skywriting and stuff like that? I might have something like that, but let me see.
Item of skywriting.
Yeah, I have a scroll of skywriting.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's a random ass Squirrel.
I don't remember how I got it. I thought someone else had something like that too.
I just needed to tell them I got all their shit for stuff that they needed at one point.
That was Theron's vision about the devastation orbs.
Oh, you're holding out on us, huh?
There's been a lot of things that's happened.
It's only in part of the sky you can see, though, so that's not helpful.
Where's the stuff about Golden Field? Probably the last thing.
Hmm.
Maybe the apple
It's an
orchard.
apple. Oh. Suspicious. I think definitely over by the orchard is a way to be then. I mean, the way to the east was only a little suspicious because it's a weakest point in the rebuilding it, but those
Yeah.
gnomes definitely aren't suspicious.
This
And
kind of solidifies that the apple orchard is where we want to be here.
I
yeah,
say we explore that general area and just see what happens.
maybe
So
maybe Maxon can fly over the north wall and see if he can see anything out over
was
there
that?
where the seismic activity was.
Where was that first house we were at? Was that like here or something?
no, it's still an apple orchard.
It was in the apple orchard. I flew around the apple orchard already. I can
Yeah, it
do
was really dark. Either he just wasn't in the area, or he just was really well hidden. I mean, it's a bunch of trees. Shit, it's probably not the easiest place to spot somebody, and it was dark.
Yeah,
But
and
they're saying you
it's
should
four
cross.
square miles, and he
Yeah,
looked for
it's
like
huge.
an hour.
Yeah, I'll search it.
Could always hit up the brewery.
Just ask around.
Drink.
Yeah,
Like
it's
when the last, is that where we found him before? Was the brewery, or was it the inn?
Where you are now.
We could ask the innkeeper the last time they saw him.
he's not here, is he? I look around.
He's
Yeah.
right there.
The innkeeper, he's like
No,
washing a glass behind you.
The rat guy, Miles.
Oh,
Is he
no.
drinking in there
You
right now?
don't see him.
Just sitting there eating his cheese.
Hey, Marky.
Okay, so the barkeep, the only thing I remember about him is his nickname was the Yeti.
Okay.
8.
Hey, Erkin, what was that guy's name that we're looking for?
Ratman.
Miles.
Oh, was it Miles?
Miles Ratman.
Okay, the bartender is Miros Zelbrin the Yeti.
Hi, Miros Zelbrin, the Yeti. When was the last time you saw Miles in here?
Which one is Miles?
Ratman.
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 Cheese a lot.
Oh, the cheese guy.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Okay, and was he acting stranger than usual?
No, he always acts strange. He weird man.
It's true. You know anything about him other than that he's weird?
I think he works in one of the fields.
Yeah, he works at the apple orchard. Okay. I think that's pretty good information. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that I ask? Is that common for him? Is he usually here every night?
Yeah, not every night. Sometimes. He comes in at odd hours. He is always covered in dirt.
Late in the night? Does he come in?
All hours.
All right. If he comes in here tonight, can you let us know?
Sure, how?
Uh, where are we staying in this inn? I think we are.
Just set the inn on fire.
Just come knock on. Send somebody to one of our rooms and knock on the door.
Well, I'm myself going to bed soon, but I can Let the night staff know.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
Have you ever seen him with anyone?
A gold coin.
Not really, no. He's a very solo individual.
I think that's good. Um, we should get a room in our multiple rooms.
Sure.
Okay,
Thanks
you
for
guys can have two.
hospitality.
You guys can have 2 rooms for free. This place doesn't really charge anything. The first drink's always free too.
Great.
Hooray.
White Claw.
Okay. He gives you a beer that's made out in a glass that's made out of a white claw.
There's too much foam in this. Can I get a new glass?
No.
All right.
It's the delicious beer.
sip the foam and
What
go.
are
What
"Wah!"
the hell is it called? Golden Gulp.
Yeah. That rich golden color.
You look like a wizard. You can't take care of that on your own.
Well, I could. That would ruin the experience.
All right.
I don't have much experience in the world, so things like this are new to me, and I enjoy it.
You don't appear to be enjoying it.
Oh, you
I
know.
grab the drink and say, "Let me see if I can fix it," and then I drink it.
Thank you, Grimgar. Wait, you just did the whole thing?
You're welcome.
He drank mine. Can I have a new one? No foam, please.
Yes. 3 coppers.
What? Can I have his free one?
No. You gave him
Grim-
yours.
Grimgar, get a free one.
No, I already had a free one.
No. All right, I'm going to bed.
All right.
All right,
Like,
what
go to
time shall
bed.
we? Well, what time shall we get up?
8 hours exactly. What time is it now? 10?
It's 11:30.
Yes.
I
So
will also get to
7:30.
bed. Okay.
All right. Anything else anybody wants to do tonight?
Not at this very moment.
All right.
Nope.
Party gets up about 7:30 in the morning. Beep-doop, 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 beep-doop.
Is that an alarm? Can I turn it off?
No, that was the clock.
Oh, the bird.
Wasn't the bomb.
No, 24 o'clock.
Ah, one off.
Wow. He almost divine intervented it. Hey! All right, Erkin wakes up. He's buff as fuck.
Man, you're looking swole.
He comes
Smash!
out. He comes out
It's 'cause-
looking like Lunk from Cyanide and Happiness.
It's because he drank the foam.
Golden brew.
You drank the foam too?
I didn't have any.
You can get your free one.
I wish I knew who to give my free one to.
You son of a bitch. All right, let's. You want to all go then to the apple orchard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because Maxon can just fly over the wall or something, maybe.
I mean, I can feather fall us. We can just jump over. It's a level 1 spell.
Sure.
So no big deal.
Yeah, feather.
All right, I gotta reset my stuff here.
Yeah, I should probably change my spells up because I can fireball again.
Oh, my shit uses dexterity, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, but now
Because that's
you're
what you're good at. If you want to
stuck.
switch to a heavy weapon, you could, but you are one hand wielder, so that doesn't make a ton of sense.
I'm able to push stuff today.
I shared a picture in Discord of what Erkin looks like today.
But black. I think I got a problem.
You got a problem?
Yeah, I'm super strong.
All right.
Was that a problem?
You woke up like that. How would you feel?
I didn't mean.
All right. Theron casts haste on himself. He poops
Oh,
really fast.
I didn't. I was just adding it to my spells.
He
And I
casts
clicked it.
every morning. He casts haste to eat breakfast.
You gotta get that meal in. Poor meal today.
All right, can we go?
You may go.
Okay, to the 16s. We probably want to talk to that owner. Well, we'll check his house first, and then we'll go to back to the boss there,
Miles's house.
Miles, and then yeah, we'll check the Goliath. I think it was.
And we get charge of the teleportation disc back today, right, Joe?
Yes, you do. You have 2 charges now. Right?
Yeah.
No, you used one. You have
Just
one
one.
charge.
Yeah, just one. Yep.
Reminds me
All
of
right,
Alpha.
All right. I prepared locate item or object, and then I prepared true seeing, which might be helpful. You can see out into the ethereal plane up to 120 feet. So maybe we could spot tunnels or something, but I can only cast it once.
Can it just like see through the ground, or just sees into the other plane?
Well, I assume on that basis you could see through the ground.
Ethereal plane is this plane just ethereal, right?
Yeah,
It's not
so
different. It's just ghostly.
You can't see through the ground.
no?
No. It basically, you can see things as they actually are, which means you see through illusions, you can see invisible things, you can see things that are on the ethereal plane. Because, like, one way that people can hide instead of being invisible can be in the ethereal plane and like follow. Cause like you could have a ghost following you around, and there'd be no way for you to know because they're in the ethereal plane, and then they could just pop into your plane and attack you. So you can see through all of that stuff. You can see hidden doors, hidden by magic. That's what it
Can
does.
see tunnels in the ground though.
You can't see through the ground. It's not see-through vision. It's not X-ray
Okay.
vision.
You don't prepare that.
And I can prepare something else, I guess.
Oh, you should put on that spell of see through ground.
Yeah, oh, you're right.
Uh,
No, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, you should do that. Make a lot of sense. Okay. So you all walk there. Everybody goes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Takes you
Definitely go.
an hour and a half to get there.
Jeez.
It's 9 a.m. now.
Let's go to the door.
Okay. So you go to the door of this small shack. Again, it's somewhere around 10 by 10, maybe a little bit bigger. There's no lights on inside.
Can we check for tracks from the night before?
Tracks? Sure. Make a survival check. Whoever's
Order
looking.
Maxon or Erkin to do so.
Survival.
Hey, Maxon, check for tracks. Survival check.
Gotcha.
All right. You find yours and Theron's footprints, but nobody else appears to have been around.
Okay. Well, Let's check through the windows first and see if we can catch him in there. In case
Okay.
he wants to hide from.
You look in the window, and it looks the same as last night. Make a perception check.
Mirror trap.
Yep, you don't notice any differences.
Okay, they'll knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door.
I want to bust through the door.
Okay. Are you trying the doorknob, or are you just busting through?
Busting with my
Strength.
strength.
All right, make a strength check.
Strike. Wait, +5. That's right.
Yeah, you aren't proficient in athletics either.
Three bad
All
rolls
right,
in a row, guys.
10. You slam into the door and bounce off of it.
Go to his boss and see if he showed up for work.
Is the door still locked?
You try the doorknob and it is locked.
You do have thieves' tools.
Too strong for that.
I'm just guessing he's not here. I guess he could be underground. Maybe they're digging a tunnel to his house, like coming up through his house.
How about we
Yeah.
break the window?
Let's break in. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck this guy.
It's the rat man. Who cares what his stupid hut?
There's no other door in here. Excuse me.
You look around the shack, and you certainly don't find any doors that aren't hidden doors.
Okay. Is there a window we could try to press open?
There are 2 windows. One on the same side as the door, and one on the side of the house that's on the opposite side of the room from the bed.
Okay, I want to investigate those. See if I could just push one.
Okay, both the
Open
windows are
right here.
locked.
I have this sledgehammer.
Do it.
I'll give it to Erkin.
All right.
I want to sludge the window.
All right.
Sledge.
Make an athletics check. No, wait. This is an attack roll. Let me
Performance.
see, hold on. No, this is an attack roll. What are you proficient with? You are proficient with all martial weapons. Okay. Make a strength-based attack roll. So it's basically a +8. Just roll a d20 and add 8. $17. Which window is it?
Front.
All right. Yeah, you smashed the fuck out of that window.
Ah, rat man.
All right, I'm in.
Is he in there?
Huh?
I'm asking.
Did somebody
Eric.
climb in?
Erkin, get up in there, bitch.
Yeah, I'll get in there. Let's go.
All right. Erkin climbs in,
You go
and
next.
it's dark inside. So Erkin climbs in and disappears. His muscles fading into the darkness.
I'm disappearing.
Oh, his muscles are so big that his muscles cast a shadow into the darkness.
What? That's poetic right there.
All right. Erkin disappears into the room.
Erkin, what do you see in there?
What do I see in the
I yelled
room?
through the window.
It's the same room that you were looking into, so you see that. There's a bed with like a footlocker at the end of it that's closed. There is a pile of crates near the window on the other side of the room. There's a desk with a chair, but you can tell from the dust that it's probably never been used. There's a rug in the middle of the floor. There is
Check the floors.
coat rack next to the front door.
Let's step around for like a loose floorboard
He's a rat man, so it's gotta be in the floors.
or a hidden hatch.
I assume he opens the door so the rest of us can go in.
We gotta put out some
I don't know.
keys.
Right now Erkin's the only one in the room.
Erkin, open the door.
Fine, open the door.
All right, you open the door.
Check the floors.
Let's check the floors. I use my investigation skills.
Throw the
to check
carpet up.
floors.
All right, go ahead. Theron's digging around on the floor.
Mother.
He doesn't find any loose boards, and then Grimgar just pulls the rug back, and there's a hole in the floor.
Aha.
Good find.
You're
This
still
can't
you're still
be it.
checking the floor. You haven't noticed the hole yet, Darren.
These floors are
There.
really well.
Don't step.
Ignore that floor. There's a giant hole under the rug.
Oh, great. Good job.
It's like 10 feet wide.
Ladder or
Rat
something?
Man is digging a hole just like I suspected. They're gonna come up through here, I bet.
Couldn't have found this yesterday.
No,
I
there-
didn't want to make any dramatic stuff happen while you guys weren't here and get killed.
there's no ladder or anything, but it looks like it goes down like 5 feet or so, and then goes down at an angle after that.
Hmm.
Oh, right?
Yeah, I guess we go down, right?
You want to cast light on something so we have some extra light?
Sure, I'll cast light on something that Maxon has. His hand. Can I cast light on his stone hand?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's a magic object. Okay,
My hand is a light.
your hand glows now. Don't blind yourself by accident.
What if I? Never mind.
I don't
Hey.
know what he's gonna say. I don't know if I want to know.
I'm just wondering, what if I need to shut it off? Do I like?
I don't think you
put it-
can.
Grimgar can?
Yeah, I think I can. I don't think he can.
Yeah, I don't think you can turn it off.
That might not be good.
Well, if you don't want him to do it, you can make a saving throw.
Mm,
Do you want something else? Something else for me to cast light on?
I have a torch.
Want to
Use
just light your
torch.
torch?
I cast light on the torch instead.
All right, so now the stick is glowing.
That's so stupid, guys.
He lights the torch and then casts light on the fire.
No, I
Yeah.
I can throw the stick now. Just throw it.
It's like a glow stick.
Yeah, it's a glow
Or
Or
stick.
hide it under your jacket or something.
Mm-hmm.
On your pants. Don't think you have immaculate junk.
So do we
Immaculate junk.
assume this is the way to go? I guess, right?
I think it's worth checking out.
Certainly looks suspicious. We don't have a lot of time. That's the only thing. But
We should
Everything
talk
lines
about it.
up. This guy were in the apple orchard where the clue from the dream said, and the earthquakes were to the north, and this is the northernmost place essentially. So this makes a lot of sense. He's like the sketchiest guy in town.
true.
If we're wrong, we're all dead.
But
Yeah, or-
maybe we'll be outside the walls when the town gets destroyed.
I'm gonna use telepathic bond as a ritual quick.
Okay. 10
I
minutes.
guess let's hurry that way. See
Let's just,
what
yeah.
we can find.
Put some pep in our step and get down there.
Okay. What's your marching order?
I go second to last.
You send Maxon in first. He's the human punching bag.
That's true.
If you go first, though, they can't see you if it's dark.
Also true, working.
But you're glowing.
Well, we'll stay behind you. Now, telepathic bond's
Go on
pretty far,
ahead.
right?
You're
I
really
mean,
fast.
nothing's gone wrong with me going out on my own before, right?
No.
You can just go on for you don't have Percy anymore to help you, so you got to be our scout.
Shadow Man.
Well, we'll stay behind you, but just far enough back that
I'll be second.
Yeah, all right, I'll be first then.
you
You're
don't
just
see the light,
awful.
hopefully. Yeah, let's go. Let's hurry.
How far ahead are you, Urkin?
Beyond the light distance.
Okay, 40 feet. Okay. So you enter this hole that is 10 feet wide, and you're looking around as you start to move forward, and this is like crazy because looking at the walls and all, like it seems to have been dug out by like clawed hands, but it's huge. Like it's 10 feet wide, meaning that there either had to be a bunch of people who were digging this, and it would have taken them a long time, or like only a few people dug it, and it must have taken a really long time because it's ridiculous to think that this was dug out by hand. Just how big it is.
Mm.
And you walk for 10 minutes. It just kind of keeps going straight, kind of north by northeast.
So we are headed north, then we can
Mhm.
tell. Okay.
Yep. And then another 10 minutes. And then another 10 minutes. And you've been walking for like a half hour now. And you're just, I mean, this whole time just really surprised at how much work it must have taken to dig all of this. And eventually, as you're walking, you can see a dim light ahead. And you can see that the tunnel angles back downward again. It's been going straight for a while, but now it starts to angle back downward again a little bit. And so you can see coming up from this lower area some dim light just peeking out.
Everyone extinguish the light and Maxon's torch.
Okay.
How long's telepathic bond last? Do we still have that?
Hour.
Yeah, it's been a half hour.
Okay. Telepathically, I'd say to Erkin, do you see anything up there?
What do I see up there?
Depends on if you approach the area where it goes down or not.
Yes.
Okay. So you approach that. Are you staying out of the area of light?
Yes, where possible.
Okay. So you get to an area and you see that here, as opposed to an angled downward hole, some stairs, 10 feet worth of stairs, have been carved out into the ground, and you kind of get closer to the floor and look down, and you can see that from where you are, the tunnel goes for at least another 60 feet or so, and the room with the light, you can see kind of a big figure standing at the entrance to what might be a room or maybe more hallway.
There's a big dude here. Big dude.
Can you tell what kind of dude it is?
Big.
Get
Big
closer.
dude. Big dude.
Get closer.
You get closer. Big.
I'm the
You
wizard. I
could
should be the last.
you could get closer and still be in darkness.
Let's get closer.
Okay, do you want to get right to the edge of being seen? You know, because of the light?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Make a stealth check as you go down these stairs. This is a matter of noise. Is what I'm looking for. 25. Okay. So you silently go down these 10 feet of stairs, and you can see where the light ends, so you know to be careful. And you actually come up, and you see that there's another set of stairs ahead of you that head down. And as you get closer to those stairs, you can see standing in the room, looking toward you, but not seeing you because you're in darkness and all, appears to be some kind of crystal minotaur.
Big crystal minotaur.
Mm-hmm. And he's just holding this huge two-handed axe that's also made of entirely of crystal.
Is he alive?
He's moving a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, big crystal moving minotaur here.
There, and any idea what this? I say telepathically, what this crystal minotaur could be?
Are we in distance to see it?
I assume Erkin was just relaying those things he said to us telepathically.
Well, what would my thoughts be on the description of a big crystal minotaur?
You can make an intelligence check. I mean, you've heard of all kinds of creatures being made out of all kinds of different things. He's probably either some kind of animated crystal statue, or perhaps he's from one of the elemental planes.
He's some sort of golem.
Hmm.
That's me speaking, but he could also possibly be from a different plane. I'm going with golem though. That seems like a earth cultist type of thing.
Good answer.
So what do we want to do?
I think we need to keep progressing. So, I don't know if we have any choice but to approach it.
Erkin, you don't see anyone else around there? I don't hear anybody else down there.
Well, as Erkin looks around a little more and gets a look at this thing, he actually sees that there's another way to go. So, down this staircase is where this minotaur is, but for whatever reason, there's another cave that heads off at an angle to the right.
There's a cave and there's a staircase guarded by a minotaur.
Could you go the way to the right without him seeing you?
Yep.
So
Yes.
I do not think this is any kind of illusion. I think this is an actual being standing there.
I mean, you have no clue. You're not there.
Good point.
You just know what he's describing to you.
I could throw something at it.
Do what you got to do.
If you throw it on the other side of him, maybe? Because he can't see you. Then he'll turn around and look the other way, maybe.
What if I infest him with fleas?
Sure.
I don't think fleas care about crystal flesh.
We're about to find out. Yeah, why not? It's a cantrip. Let's do it. I want to do this.
Go.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. First thing I said was, out of all things to have make a Constitution save, you do it against a crystal minotaur. So all these fleas come flying out from like your sleeves or whatever, and attack this thing, and they hit him like square in the face, and he just kind of swats with one hand and shoos them all away, and then he starts to charge up the stairs. So everybody roll initiative.
We did it.
Minotaur doesn't believe in natural bugs, so you're telling me that if a bug landed on him, he would just charge in any direction?
This is a cloud of bugs that he.
The bugs aren't invisible.
Bugs are definitely not invisible. Okay. All right. So, Maxon, I'm assuming you don't do anything because you don't know what's going on, right? I don't know that you have any reason to do anything. Grimgar, same. Erkin,
Can I,
so you what?
can I just prepare? Can I have something prepared?
Why? So why are you preparing something?
Because he said he was going to release these fleas.
Okay,
I thought that was
sure.
probably a bad idea.
Uh huh.
I'll just prepare Toll the Dead if this thing charges up into range.
Okay. All right, Erkin. It starts to charge up the stairs toward you.
Okay, so it's alive and it moves. Doesn't like bugs.
It definitely did not take any damage from that.
I don't want to follow it unless people are coming up behind me, and I might want to peek at that other hallway.
It's charging up the stairs towards you. Am
Oh,
I
towards
correct?
me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, look. It was facing toward this hallway, and all of a sudden a cloud of bugs appeared out of nowhere and flew right at its face. So it started charging up the stairs.
up the stairs towards me.
Yeah,
And the stairs it was guarding go down.
toward it, yes.
Is the guy already past the hallway that he could have turned into?
No, Erkin's standing at the crossroads.
Okay, so he can still move if he wants.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go down the hallway then.
Okay. Easiest thing to do is just move you guys to the map. Oh, all the initiatives disappeared.
I had 15.
They're all right there.
Only for you guys, but
No,
not for
that's
me.
true.
Really?
Yeah, I can see them. That's weird. Here, can I just write you guys in? Let's see. I'll just duplicate them. Erkin. Erkin, could you put your... No, wait. No, you guys won't be able to. Shit. Alright, well, you can see the map now. Why don't you just do what you're going to do while I read everybody.
That's another dude, isn't it? I'm gonna prepare a whip in case someone comes up to me and tries to kill me.
Okay. Alright, so you moved. Were you running or moving stealthily?
Stealthily.
Okay. So however far you moved was double movement. And make another stealth check. $12. Okay. All right. So you end your turn there.
Yes.
Okay. So he is going to. Okay. All right. He is going to dash right up to you. You believe that he knows where you are generally, though he can't see you. He's heard you move. The other one comes out to there and he's just kind of standing there looking around like he has no idea where you are. Okay?
I guess I should whip that guy.
It's up
So,
to you. You probably got to decide now, though, to use that reaction.
yeah, one whip.
Okay?
Did I have Hunter's Mark on? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Yeah, that hits him. Your whip is magic, okay. It's slashing damage?
Yes.
Okay. He appears to take the damage. That's your attack. You actually roll again. You have advantage because he can't see you. Even though he generally knows where you are. Okay. So that one doesn't count.
Just get that out of the way.
Good job.
I'm figuring things out as we go here.
Me too.
Alright, Maxon, you're up.
I turn to Theron and I go, I think Erkin might die again if we don't go help him.
Do we know he's under attack?
I heard a whip.
I mean,
Yeah,
he could mentally tell you that he's in trouble.
Can I just hear their thoughts, or do they have to actually talk to me?
They have to actually talk to you.
Go help. I think
Okay.
too.
I begin my movement. Shit. $30. I don't see anything, so I'm gonna keep going. That's where I can get to. What is that?
So you dashed?
Yeah, because I couldn't see anything yet.
Okay, that was 45 feet, so you should have 15 left.
What is that?
You can see what it is. It's a crystal minotaur.
I want to shoot it.
You can't.
You dashed.
That's true.
Alright, Gengar.
I also heard that talking, so I'm gonna move as well. Go first 25 feet to there. And I can't see anything still. Go another 25 feet. I think I gotta move there, really. And that's it. I'll say, Eric, and I'm on my way. In my mind.
We're all gonna die.
You can move one more space, either forward or up at an angle.
Okay.
Looked like you were off by one. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was cutting through the side of the cave to do this one.
Alright. Theron.
Okay. Okay, I still can't see anything, so I will dash. partially see him.
Right. Erkin.
Let's put Hunter's mark on the guy I just whipped.
Okay.
And then let's whip him twice. Oops, I didn't check the box.
All right.
But
Natural 1.
Oh my.
You gonna do anything about that?
I'm gonna re-roll that because of my super ability.
Okay. All right. Yep, he takes it. 15 damage.
Now I'm gonna whip him again.
Natural 20. All right.
My dice broken.
Wait.
What?
Broken. It only does 1s and 20s.
Oh. Okay. 23 more damage to that guy. Great hit.
Can you run past these things, or are they too big, too
He is
fat?
blocking the hallway.
Yeah, right. I will stay here.
Right. All right. He is going to try to attack you, though he can't see you still. So first, he swings his great axe at you. Oops, I whispered that. He got a 9.
Miss.
Um,
Epic.
then he's going to try to gore you with his crystal horns.
Oh my.
He got a 9,
Miss.
so he missed. The other one now got a view on these whip strikes appearing and sees his buddy swinging at you. So he moves up, and now that you're flanked, he doesn't have disadvantage. So he swings his crystal great axe. 23 for 12 slashing.
I'll take it.
And then he's going to try to gore you. 22, does that hit?
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay. 10 piercing from his horns.
He's got to roll to see if he's blinded.
Okay. What is it?
It's a DC 10 con save.
Finding him.
He got a 10.
Mm.
His second one, he got a 20. He's not blind.
Are you blinding him?
He's got armor that when you strike it, releases a flash of light. Anytime he gets hit, the opponent has to make... Whenever he's hit by a melee attack, the opponent has to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or be blinded until the end of
See
the
where he
next
is,
turn or
Or
something.
they hit him.
Hmm?
You can see what he is every time they hit him.
Yeah, but it's more disorienting than it is helping.
Like a flash grenade.
Yeah, I mean, you're in pitch blackness, and all of a sudden there's a flash of light. Like, ah!
He'd like hiss like a vampire, I think.
Sure. Like a possum.
Yeah, like a possum.
Yeah.
Maxon.
Wanna shoot?
Shoot it.
There's one.
Alright, you fire your necrotic longbow at this thing, and 16 is a hit. So
Great.
he is going to take 11 necrotic damage. Okay?
Feet.
Okay, another 11.
I get 3 now.
That's right. Another 8 damage. This one now has cracks appearing on him. Looks like he's hurt pretty bad from all these hits.
Ha! I cracked him.
Cracked. He's cracked.
Anything else? You can
I
just stay
wish.
there? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna stay here. I got a good angle here.
Alright. Alright. The wall on the other side of this hall suddenly explodes outward, and a regular minotaur comes bursting out from what appears to be another hallway. And he just roars, entering some kind of bestial rage. And he charges down the hallway at the two of you, and he attempts to gore Theron. Okay, so it's a 21.
Hit.
Okay. Make a strength saving throw. Okay, you get knocked prone onto the ground. He then takes his great axe and he swings it at Maxon. 8 slashing.
Yeah.
And then he swings it at you again. 14, he misses.
I want to use my riposte.
Okay. So you use your reaction to attack him back.
So, yes.
Okay. And then you roll your d8.
That too.
That's additional damage, right? Not to the attack roll.
Yeah, damage.
Yep. Okay. So he takes 17 damage. Okay. Grimgar, you're up.
He looks pretty tough guy, right?
Yeah, he's a Minotaur.
Yeah, back. I gotta take my dog out quick.
Okay.
Since I prepared this, I might as well try it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna cast harm on him.
Okay.
See if I click it, if it comes up. Maybe not, or it's just taking a while. No, let me click that. Let's try now. There it goes. No, didn't work.
Okay, you heal him for 70 hit points.
Try this again.
You have a heal spell that does that?
No, that was harm, right?
How many? What are you doing here?
Sorry.
How many
I clicked
things
the
did you
wrong things.
roll?
Just the first thing should count.
The
Or
70 healing?
The 54 harm. But he's
Right.
gotta roll a con save.
All right.
He'll take half of it if he succeeds.
Which number am I looking at?
It's the
He got a
54.
21.
He succeeded.
All right. What kind of damage is it?
It
Necrotic?
is.
Necrotic. It says right there.
Yeah, necrotic. Yeah.
All right. He takes 27 necrotic damage. Okay.
All right. That was my action.
Oh, wait, I forgot to do my damage. What was that again?
That's all I'm gonna do. I guess I'll
First
move up one.
great axe. You took 8 slashing.
I'll move up one more space here.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Where are these numbers coming from? Okay. From up in this room, you see a man run up, and Max, and you recognize him as Miles Zhorka, the guy you're looking for. He transforms into a were rat,
Oh
My God.
I never would have guessed.
and
What?
then
What's happening?
and then ducks back into the room.
I relate that to Erkin.
He's a were rat. I hate were rats.
All right, Erkin, it's your turn.
Let's keep whipping this guy. I gonna. Is that a good roll or a bad roll? It's probably a. Well, you tell me.
They can't.
So how's that work?
What do you mean? How does what work?
How does my reroll thing work? If I miss, I get to do it again.
That's a good question. How that works. Each of your turns when you miss. I have to look at your invisibility thing again because I still don't quite understand it. You are invisible. So, if you're invisible, do you have advantage? Hold on. Yeah, I think you get advantage because you're
All right.
invisible.
I like that.
So roll another d20.
Yeah.
All right. So he takes 17 from the first one. Okay, second attack with advantage.
Jesus.
You roll a
Wow,
lot of
let me
ones
see.
tonight. Takes 19 from the second attack. Okay, that's your action.
I don't think I can go anywhere or do anything.
Okay. All right. So the one you've been beating up is going to attack you first. 14 misses. Then he tries to gore you. 17 misses. And then the other one's going to attack. That's a miss. That's a
Eesh.
hit. You take 12 piercing damage.
DC 10 con.
And then another one steps out into the hall from that hole that was made. And he pulls out a crystal crossbow and points it at Maxon and takes a shot. Does an 18 hit you?
I believe so.
Okay, you take 7 piercing damage.
Roll for this guy to see if he gets blinded.
Why is this one in front of Theron?
Hmm?
Are they supposed to be 9.1? Why are they in front of Theron? That doesn't make any sense.
What 5 would be ahead, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Theron should be in front of them. What are you asking me, Chris?
You gotta roll for this guy to see if he gets blinded.
Okay. Gotta fix this order somehow.
Okay, I'm here.
See if he is blinded. He is not blinded. Alright, let's see what's going on with this turn order thing. Yeah, there we go. That's right now. I knew I was wrong before.
It's gone now.
Alright, a female drow steps out, and you can see her, Maxon.
What happened to the turn order? It just disappeared.
Did it?
There
How's
it is.
that?
I see it now.
Turn order acting funny. I probably closed it there, but otherwise it has been acting funny, and I don't know why. What does she want to do? Let's see here. Maxon, make a charisma saving throw. This is not a spell, Theron, so I didn't give you a chance on purpose. All right. She steps out into the hall and looks at you, and she touches this funny little object you have around her neck, and when she does, your mind suddenly reels,
Ah, it's awake.
and no. Everybody else sees Maxon disappear. So here's what you see, Maxon. You appear in the open ceiling court of a great stone palace. There's a carpet underneath your feet, but the entire palace seems to be made out of one single piece of sandstone. It's got these immaculate crystal windows and towers, and everything is just magnificent all around you. And ahead of you on a throne is seated an immense Tao. A Tao is an earth genie. You met one when you were in the Earth Temple. You met the Tao that you met is the one that gave you your hand. This is a male Tao, and he's just huge, and he's sitting on this throne, and he looks quite bored. But when you appear in front of him, and you appear like in a kneeling position, you look up at him, and he claps his hands together suddenly. He goes, "Oh, ha, ha, ha! Excellent! The entertainment's here! Come, come! Show me what you can do!" All right, and then so after that happens, she steps back around the corner. And it is Theron's turn.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. First off, I would like to know what I know about Minotaur and Minotaur statues.
Okay. You already rolled for Crystal Minotaur, so I can tell you more based on that roll. Why don't you roll for regular Minotaur?
What did I roll? I don't remember.
17.
Intelligence?
Yeah. I think you rolled a 17. Let me just look at one thing here. So Minotaur are monstrosities. You know that they have excellent recollection of paths that they've traveled, which makes them really good guardians for labyrinths. I actually don't know what the plural of labyrinth is.
Labyrinthi.
Also labyrinth?
Yeah, maybe. It could be. Kind of like sheep and sheeps. Other than that, they're typically non-magical. They just bash the shit out of shit until it dies.
Pretty strong, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he looks beefy as fuck. He's huge. He's much bigger than Theron, even with his muscles.
I don't have muscles. I never had muscles.
Urkin with his magic muscles. Crystal Minotaur, I would say that you don't know where they could come from, but you do know that crystal in general tends to have vulnerability to force.
Crystal Minotaur statues seem weaker than the regular Minotaur.
You can't tell. You don't know how strong the crystal is. I mean, it depends. If it's weak crystal, then he's stronger. If it's strong crystal, then the crystal's stronger. Like
Oh, I'm
without
asking
doing,
too many,
huh?
I was gonna say I don't know if I'm asking too many questions, but do these golem or these statues have to be created by someone, like somebody controlling them, or are they like a life of
It could be anything. I mean, if they're, I mean, you fought earth elementals that are literally just guys made out of swirling dirt. So like, why couldn't these be the same thing? But I did give you that you assume that force damage would work very well against them. You also assume there are probably things they're immune to. An easy guess is poison. I mean, he's made out of crystal. What's poison going to do to him?
makes sense?
You didn't really roll high enough to know any more than that.
Okay. That doesn't help me much. I can't use any ranged spell attacks from here, can I? I don't remember. Or I never do it, so
If you make
like
a ranged spell attack with somebody in your melee range, you have disadvantage on your attack roll.
that's what I thought. Well, I guess first I'll stand up since I'm prone.
Okay.
Okay, and then, oh man, I don't like this. Thinking of using this scroll of tidal wave. But can he be knocked prone? That's the question.
I mean, the guy in front of you certainly can be knocked prone. He's a guy.
Okay.
Things that
Okay.
can't be knocked prone are things that like naturally hover, like because if you tried to knock it down, it would just float backward. Or things that don't really have a bottom, like oozes. I mean, how do you knock an ooze prone? It doesn't have a bottom. Okay, what does tidal wave do? A wave of water that crashes down the area can be 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Alright, so basically the wave just appears in front of you and pushes back at these guys?
Basically.
Okay, well, given that we're in a tunnel, um, yeah, this is fun. Alright, okay.
Drowned Urkin.
Dexterity save.
Did you say you have a squirrel of tidal wave?
I did. I meant scroll.
Alright, so he fails. And so he is prone. And he's going to take from that 19 bludgeoning.
I also
Urkin, make the dexterity save, please.
Oh, it's gonna go in all directions.
It's a huge thing of water. You just shot down a tiny cave.
I'm fine with that. I just wanted to know. I didn't know how the spell worked in that regard. Everybody failed.
Sweet.
You get knocked
Sorry.
prone, and you get knocked prone, and you get knocked prone.
Not choose to not hit you because it is not an evocation spell, so you're gonna take damage.
Yep. So you take
Can
19
I
bludgeoning damage, Urkin.
use this? I've never used it.
1 damage roll of any wizard evocation spell.
Oh, it's not evocation. Never mind.
Yeah, I also think that that's not worded right.
It seems really strong, right? Any spell I can just add 5 to?
And how often can you do it? It says once, like once ever? That doesn't make sense.
1 damage roll, so that'd be just 1 dice.
Each turn?
I don't know. I'm looking
Each
it up.
spell.
I don't think it's each spell.
One damage roll of any evocation spell you cast. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so every time you cast an evocation spell, you can add your intelligence modifier to the damage roll of 1 roll.
Just plus 5 damage.
Which means for like Scorching Ray, since you attack 3 times, you could add it to damage once.
Exactly.
Not to all 3 beams. But Fireball, it's 1 roll period, so it would work on everybody.
So it's better for AoE attacks for sure. Which I thought it might be better for this one, but it's not an evocation spell.
Hooray.
Alright.
Magic missile, you get to do it on each.
Oh.
Well, you roll damage
Or can make a
once.
concentration check.
Yeah, so you get
Magic
added
missile
to that.
is not an evocation spell.
Oh, it's not evocation. Why are
It's
people
abjuration.
talking about this then?
Isn't it abjuration?
I'm just reading like some people are talking about Jeremy Crawford talking about it, so. Oh, it is evocation.
It's evocation.
Yeah.
But like
Easy.
only 1 beam would add to it.
Yeah, only
So, like,
1 beam. You only roll once just because that's how we do it, but
so if I had 3 darts and I had a plus 5 and I rolled a 2, one would be 7, the other 2 would be 2. So it'd be a 7, a 2, and a 2.
yeah, but you always had +1 as well.
I just didn't want to complicate it.
I understand. These guys are on the corner. I'm gonna have them make the save too. I mean, I imagine this is a lot of water. And I think normally they wouldn't have to make this save, but the water's gotta go someplace. Alright, he succeeds. Finally!
Damn, those were rats.
She does not. Your constitution save was a 14. Alright, so you maintain your spell.
So,
You done?
so they all took the 19 damage?
The 3 that you can see did, yes. You don't know how it affected anybody else.
And they are all knocked prone. Now I can move without taking an attack.
I think he can still can he still attack you? Prone.
Oh, attack while prone?
Yeah, he'd have disadvantage on you though.
Okay, still move.
Alright. Yeah, he's gonna try to swing at you from the ground. Great axe, disadvantage.
Oh, ankle shot.
Oh, you only got a 10.
Sorry, Grimgar, but I'm using you as a meat shield.
Alright.
Sure.
Crystal Minotaur. He gets up. And he gets up. Now, normally, because you're prone, Erkin, they would have advantage, but if you have at least 1 advantage and at least 1 disadvantage, it cancels out, and that's it. So even though they have 2 reasons for advantage, it's still just a normal attack. So, Crystal Great Axe, natural 20, you take 31 points of damage.
Jesus.
I'm down.
And
You're
go
just a
down.
good machine.
They are not going to execute you. Well, they have nothing else to do.
Support.
See, this
All right.
you shouldn't try to run further into the tunnel, and you should come back to us anytime you're in trouble. It's never worked for you before.
Well, he also instead of I told him there was more space to look around, and instead of looking around, he just attacked this guy.
There was another Minotaur.
Reasons that you die all the time. And
So the other one, right? He didn't explore the other path until he realized going down it would trap him.
sent fleas at a crystal minotaur.
The other one is going to try to gore Grimgar. And he hits him. You take 7 piercing damage from that.
Okay.
This other one is going to get up. And he's going to step up. He's going to try to shoot his crossbow at you, but I'm going to give him disadvantage because of how many people are in his way. He got a 21.
Does not hit.
Right, because you're awesome armor.
Yeah. Sweet armor.
Yeah. Okay, so he misses you. The last dude, God, Chris, he's got nothing else to do other than kill you.
Do what you gotta do.
I mean, they're guarding this area, and so they're happy to leave people bleeding out on the floor and continue on. But he's got nowhere else to go. Now, it's still a normal attack. He doesn't have advantage because you are still invisible even though you're bleeding out. That doesn't go away. So at least he doesn't have advantage. What's your AC?
22.
22. Okay, all right. He's got a good chance of missing. 24. All right.
Do math.
He's going to attack again. So the first one you take 2 death saving fails because it's a melee attack. Natural 20.
You fucking You're the most
Oh.
unlucky person I've ever seen.
You got an AC of 22. He's got a +7 modifier. Oh. Jesus Christ. All right. Erkin's dead again.
I'll be joining him soon.
Unbelievable.
We can bring him back.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah, it's gonna get harder and harder every time.
All right. He's gonna move up the hall toward everybody else. All right, Maxon. You are in this great palace. With this kingly Tao in front of you, sitting on this throne, and he tells you to dance for him or whatever, and you go to do something and you can't move. You're just stunned in place, and you kind of try to talk to tell him to fuck off or whatever, and you can kind of talk, but it's kind of stuttering out. That is your turn. Make a charisma saving throw.
Wait.
Hmm.
There's one thing that I want to do,
Okay. What's that?
but I can't do it in the current chat room we're in.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
Okay, what?
okay. The hidden thing in my mind.
Yeah,
Can I communicate with it?
yeah.
I want to ask if it knows where we've been transported to, and if it knows what this Earth Genasi is in front of me.
I see. Well, sir, I've heard of these types of things. I'm going to go ahead and guess that you are trapped inside a genie's bottle.
This makes sense.
Well, I'm going to guess
This would be the genie in front of
you
me.
aren't going to be able to get yourself out of this pickle until you will yourself to return home.
Till I will myself to return home.
In other words, you can repeat the charisma saving throw at the end of your turn to
Gotcha.
go back. And you're stuck here until you either succeed on the saving throw at the end of a turn or find some other way to return yourself, and I don't have any clue what that could be.
Okay. I
Okay?
tell him that I haven't forgotten about him, and I will do as he says.
Oh, I get it. I know.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Charisma saving throw. All right.
Not my strong suit.
Yep. This dude stands up, and given the tight quarters, he can't get by. So he is going to pull from holsters on his hips 2 hand axes and attempt to throw those at Grimgar. 21 misses. He rolled a 9 on the other one. He hits his own guy in the back with the second one, doing 10 slashing damage to him. He had 1 hit point left. He had 20 hit points when he got hit with a tidal wave that did 19 damage. And the tidal wave, or I'm sorry, the hand axe smashes into the back of him, and he shatters to pieces on the ground. And the Minotaur just roars in frustration. Grimgar.
I'll mentally yell out for Erkin or Maxon and see if they respond.
For Erkin or Maxon. Alright. Neither of them respond.
Do I just have any idea what happened to Maxon?
Make an Arcana check. Okay, make a perception check. So he appeared to kind of disappear, but you remember seeing from where he was standing, like wisps of some kind of smoke being sucked towards the drow. From where Maxim was standing.
Okay. All right. Guess I'll stay here for the moment. And I'm just going to use Toll the Dead on. Does that second crystal guy look pretty hurt?
All of them have been hurt, but the Minotaur in front of you actually looks bloodied. The crystal guys look barely hurt.
Okay, I'll use it on the regular Minotaur then. So he's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
The regular Minotaur. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
No damage?
No damage.
He's got a +1 modifier, so it's just a lucky roll.
And then I will cast. That's a concentration spell. I don't really want to use that right now. I'll just do spiritual weapon, I guess. Level 2. On that same guy. So I'm going to get my token out here.
Yeah, that hits.
That's force damage. I relay that force damage is good against the crystal minotaurs.
Yep, he used it on the regular guy.
And that's it.
Okay. You don't see the were rat at all.
Wait, he's actually a rat after all?
Oh, you weren't there. Yeah, he's a were rat. He popped out, and Maxon saw him transform into a were-rat and then disappear.
I mean, it makes sense. But it's still great that it actually is.
Hurricane really would have liked to kill him.
He really would have. He rest in peace.
All right,
Do it,
the drow steps out. Let's see, what level spell is this? What type of spell? All right. Let's see how far this. Okay. So she is gonna run up another 15 feet, and then and then it appears right behind Theron, and she is going to try to rapier you. The second attack was an 18.
Yeah.
So you're going to take it?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. You take 21 points of damage total between the two attacks. Okay. Theron's up.
It's unfortunate.
Oh, she would say something. Yeah. You bastards aren't going to do anything to stop our plans.
Oh. Okay. We're gonna try though.
And my name is Scar Shist, and I have a backstory that you're not going to hear.
Let's call timeout and you tell it. Tell us your story.
Well, it all
Sounds-
began when I was a
Sounds
child.
like I want to hear it though.
You stuck with the.
I don't know. I named these people for no reason.
You tell your story. I'll go help my friend over here for just a minute.
I actually don't know how to. They changed it. I don't know how to make it so that you can see the name anymore.
I like that she's there. I'm not great in the situation here.
There we go. You can see your name now.
Okay, well, guess I will just fireball the area near the middle crystal guy.
Where do you want it? Right here?
I guess I want it to potentially hit anybody that's still down south.
So you basically want it as far over and down as you can get. You got to be able to see the spot, so that's what you can do.
Sense.
Okay, excellent.
Cool. Fucking fireball roll too.
+5, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that shit's gonna add up over time. All right, Cole makes his save. He gets a 13. And you're hitting 2 crystal dudes. Their dex is not great. Because they are crystal minotaurs. Oh, one succeeded, though. So it's 29 damage. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Cole, like... It almost kills him. I don't know how else to say that. Like, he got messed up by that. He's, like, staggering now. He's real hurt.
That's the guy in the front.
Yeah, he picked a bad first name for a guy who was going to get hit by a fireball.
Mm.
The crystal guy behind him though isn't yet bloodied. After that, Do anything else?
Um, don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna chill here.
All right, Maxon. The Dow in front of you is getting a little aggravated that you haven't done anything. And he says, "Dance! I said dance for me!" You still can't really move.
Tell him I'm just stuck here like you now.
Well, what you really do is you go,
Oh, I can't move my
you
mouth
can't
either.
really talk very well because you are stunned. Make a charisma saving throw.
Damn it.
Yep. All right.
I'm
Your
gonna
turn ends.
use my indomitable.
What's Indomitable say?
Can reroll a saving throw, I believe. After if I do
Was
so,
it
I
like
must
once a
use the
day?
new roll. It's once after a long rest.
Yep. Okay. Go ahead. Roll again.
Huh? Did not pop up.
There it goes.
12?
12. 12 is not good enough.
Ah. Oh well.
For a while.
All right.
Dancing away, I guess.
This guy charges forward, and he is going to recklessly attack, which means he gets advantage. He swings his great axe. Does a 24 hit Grimgar?
It does.
Take 18 slashing damage. He swings again. 21 does not hit. He tries to gore you. 26 does hit. You don't have to make the strength save. You take 9 damage from that one. Luckily, that one was weak. And it is Grimgar's turn.
Make his strength saving throw.
He doesn't have to because he didn't move 20 feet.
Uh,
So it's a charging thing. If he charges you and hits you with it,
Get it.
yeah.
first I'm gonna try to kill him with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, you have
here.
advantage because he recklessly attacked.
Sweet.
Which you can find out now that this guy is a barbarian and they have that ability to recklessly attack.
Huh. Don't know if it'll come out. I put advantage on. Let me try it, or else I'll just roll twice here. So I have to. No, it worked.
Yeah, that hits his AC, right? Yeah, he's got a 16 AC. That kills him. He's bellowing and swinging his horns at you, and your hammer just kind of comes up behind him. Is it a hammer or is it a boot? It's a hammer, right?
That's a hammer.
That's
Yeah.
a hammer. Comes up behind and just kind of
Base.
right in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And he dies.
Sweet. And then
Oh no, Cole Hornfells.
we hardly knew him.
Um,
I was trying to be creative with the name. You see, Hornfells is a type of rock, and he's got horns.
oh.
Just wait till they
Now-
realize that Skara and schist and coal are all minerals. Yeah.
Then I'm going to. Boy,
You'll appreciate this later when you're all dead and making new characters.
yeah, because it'll give us some inspiration for our new character names.
Yeah.
I'll do mass healing word. Level 3. I'm sorry, I can't do that because that's a bonus action. Never mind.
Okay.
I will do as cure wounds. I think it's an action. Yeah, that's an action. So I'll do that one.
Is it the same level spell?
No, 3
Okay.
versus 5.
I see.
Mass cure wounds is a lot better. All right, so this is what I'm doing this time. 18 plus 5.
So 23 to each of you?
23. Yep.
Okay.
And that's it. Stay there.
All right, the were-rat doesn't appear still, and you wonder what he could be doing back there. And the Drow's turn comes up again, and she's just going to try to stab Theron. First attack. Natural 1. She misses you and drives her rapier into the wall, and it snaps.
Aha.
And she goes, damn it! She pulls a dagger from her side and then tries to stab you with that. 17?
Does hit. Yeah, I'll just take it.
Okay. You take 5 piercing damage. And she's just going to stay there. Your turn.
Okay, lady. I'm gonna need you to cut it out. Is there space right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Just in case Grimgar wants to help me survive this. I will use. Ooh. I only have great single target spells. How does she look? Does she look like somebody who could take some attacks, or she look pretty weak?
She looks like a spellcaster who's good with stabby weapons.
Okay.
Meaning she's not a paladin or a cleric or a fighter. She's a caster.
Okay. Um. Wow, I don't have very good single target spells on this OP one. I'm going to hope that Grimgar can fight her.
Okay.
She doesn't have a rapier. So I'm going to use Magic Missile on the Crystal Minotaur over there.
Okay.
And what did you
So that
roll?
does 14 damage, right? That would be your total is 14.
9, right? Or, oh. Yeah. You got it.
14? Okay. All right, he takes 28 damage from that.
Nice.
Oops.
That might have been the best level 1 spell of my life. And I'm saying here, by the way.
Okay. Let me see if I can
Bitch.
do something here. I'm editing your character sheet just a second here.
Like something. I was like, what did I do?
Okay, so on your core, there. Okay, so whenever you're casting an evocation spell, Travis,
Uh-huh.
make sure that box is checked, and it should add +5. I don't know if that's a good idea though. Yeah, that would work. Click Magic Missile again. Let's see what it does. Perfect.
Right above it, yeah.
Right? So that would be 12 plus 5. Yeah, there we go.
I rolled that a minute ago.
No. No,
I'm
we're
not,
not
sa-
gonna,
I'm
we're
not,
not doing that.
I'm not asking that. I should be able to understand. It sucks that I didn't. That would have been like a lot more damage, you know?
It would have been 6 more damage, it's not that much more.
Well, I wish Chris wishes he had 6 more health.
Hey, I mean, to be fair, he'd still be dead. He got hit really bad.
It's true.
Alright. Maxon. Genie's starting to get pissed off. He doesn't know why you won't dance for him. He thinks you're a little bitch. He's like,
Huh.
come on, little human. I know you know how to dance. Entertain me, I'm bored.
Can he move?
You're asking me if he can move? I don't know. You don't know. He's sitting in a throne. He's pretty fat. Maybe he can't get up.
Poor guy. Alright.
Ah!
Alright, you fail.
This is-
Yeah, she came running in and she saw a fighter and she said, yeah, that guy.
yeah.
He doesn't look charismatic. Alright, Grimgar.
This crystal guy
Wait.
didn't go.
Yeah, did I see?
Yeah.
Where did they go from the initiative? What is going on? What were they? They were 9.1. That's what they were.
Nobody
I
knows.
remember that because it was all messed up. 9.10. Okay, I'll do their turn now, even though it should have already happened. Yeah, they went before Maxon anyway, so that's fine. Yeah. So this one will charge up. Here, let me put him in the back. Okay, this one will charge up to you. And yep, okay. Both of those miss?
Yep.
Okay. The other one's gonna step up. And crossbow. Miss. Okay.
Okay. My turn then.
Uh-huh.
All right. First I'll attack this one in front of me with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
It. Hold on. Can I use luck on that? Let me check. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
With my lucky. So many things to click. There it goes.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
can do it, but you have to decide before you know if it's a hit or not.
Yep.
Okay. 26 points of damage.
Okay. Boy. Has that schist lady taken any damage?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna toll the dead on her.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
She looks like she got beaten up by that tidal wave that came through. It's a what kind of save?
Wisdom.
9.
Okay, she failed. And I get 3d12 now. That gets upgraded.
Hmm.
Let's see. Wow, good roll.
Yikes. Okay. She takes 26 points of damage. She looks mondo hurt.
Okay. And that's it.
Okay.
I'll say return our friend to us now. At her.
um. She says, I don't think I'll be doing that, but you won't care in a moment. Okay, the were-rat does not appear. Ergin's turn goes by. And now it's her turn. She is going to... I think what she'll do is she will poof away again and end up over there as a bonus action. And yeah, she's going to start casting a spell.
I will try to counterspell her.
Okay. What level?
I'm gonna go with 4th level.
4th level. Okay. Let me see. Counterspell. All right. Okay, this was a 5th level spell. So roll a d20 plus 5. Because that's what it's supposed to be, your spellcasting ability. So the DC is a 15. You're rolling a d20 plus 5.
Wait, you repeat that. What am I doing?
It's supposed to be you make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. So it's a d20 plus 5. Okay. So you do that, and then she tries to. Oh, she can't. That's right. She can't do that. Okay. Yeah, you cancel her spell.
Sweet.
She was going to counterspell your counterspell, but she can't.
Wow.
Can't counterspell.
Yes, you can. I've heard great stories from games where like somebody cast a spell and somebody else counterspelled it, then somebody else counterspelled that, then somebody else counterspelled that. If you got enough people with counterspell, it can get pretty crazy.
Huh.
No erases.
All right, she goes running down the hall.
And I
She
tell
she went running?
away. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm gonna die.
Did she run past me?
Be alive."
No, she teleported
Oh,
past
she
you,
teleported. Okay.
then tried casting a spell, then ran off.
Gotcha.
Fireball again.
Okay. Let's see, fireball.
I would definitely include her.
Yeah, I would say you can get all 3 of them. It's close enough, but that's fine. Dexterity save.
Sir.
Oop, that whispered it. She got a 21. So it's a total of 34 damage.
Yep.
Okay, they both. Okay, this one had 34 hit points, so she explodes. The other one takes 34 damage, and she takes 17. She looks real weak on her feet. She is still alive. Do you move at all?
I do not move.
Alright. The last Minotaur rushes up and attacks Grimgar. Takes 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Maxon, the Dow gets up from his throne
Oh god,
and
he can
starts
move.
taking lumbering steps down the stairs toward you. He looks like he's starting to get angry. I said, dance, little one. I expect you to dance.
Don't do it.
Alright, Maxon reappears in front of you. Since there's a Minotaur now, I'm going to move him an inch. He appears on the other side of the Minotaur.
I'm here.
And that's the end of his turn. Grimgar.
Um.
Maxon, watch that lady that over there.
It's 45 feet
Oh,
from
I'm
me.
gonna hurt her, alright.
I'll toll the dead on her again.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
For it.
Natural 20.
Ooh, wow. Okay. And then I guess I'll just spiritual weapon this crystal guy. Do I get advantage
No.
because he's flanked? No.
No.
Okay.
That can't get flanking advantage. Just the way the rules are, it's not a person.
Yeah.
18 damage. I mean, 18 is still a lot of damage for a bonus action.
True.
Damage.
And that's it.
Okay.
Theron already said to get her, so I don't need to do anything else.
Miles pokes his head out. and says, "Is it time?" And she's like running towards him. "Yes, now! Do it now!" And he heads back into the room. It's her turn. Okay. Theron.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to Grimgar, and I am going to. Let's see. I'm gonna use. I think I'm actually gonna use Scatter again.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Who are
move
you
all
using
of
it
us,
on?
Maxon and Grimgar.
All three of you? Yes.
Yes, yes. Sorry, my push talk isn't working apparently.
And not on the Minotaur?
Not on the Minotaur. Yes.
Okay.
So put Grimgar on my left and Maxon on my right.
Okay. I'm assuming you two are willing.
Yes.
All right. You're in a room. You see a stone altar placed upon a thick rug, and on the other side of them, you see a wooden box sitting on top of one of those platforms that like two people would carry, with one in
Oh,
front and one in the back, with wooden handles that would go on either side of your body while you're carrying it.
I forgot that I can move an enemy away as well.
That's why I asked.
Can I still do that?
Sure.
Okay, so it's a wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw to resist.
18.
Fails.
I'll move him back the way that we
Yeah,
kind.
you could actually see from where you were standing when you did that. You could see way over there. You teleported him away. Okay.
And I don't think I have any ability to attack again, so I am done.
No movement.
Oh yeah, I could move. Can I move into this space or no?
Let's see. You got to run around him. You can move into that space. Yeah. You're just
Okay,
kind of
I'll move.
standing to the left of the thing.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. Minotaur's turn. Right. He spends his turn getting exactly where he had been.
Great.
Maxon, you're up. Both of these two in front of you are rushing for the box. The drow on
Alright.
the right looks very weak, and the were-rat on the left looks like he has most of his health.
Tripping attack on the right person, I guess.
Okay. All right, that kills her.
Tripping attack on the rat.
Okay. You since you did a tripping attack though, remember you did use one of your one of
Yeah,
your maneuvers, so you have to mark it off.
subtract
Um.
2 of them.
Okay. That hits. He takes 14 plus 2 for a total of 16 damage.
That is
Okay. He has to make a strength saving throw. Oops, I clicked Dex. Subtract 2 from that. He got a 17. He did not fall down.
so. Oh, so he doesn't fall. Right?
Yeah, I don't think I can never find where your number is. It's much harder on
It's
Roll 20 to figure out.
definitely a pass.
I think a 17 is. I could.
Tripping attack.
Yeah, it's a DC 17.
Okay. I don't know where I should put that. No.
Where does it get 17 from? Oh, okay. It's your dexterity plus your proficiency plus 8, which is 17. That's why.
Is that what it would it be for because there's all the maneuvers, like I don't think any of the maneuvers say, because this one says wisdom.
Most of them don't have a dexterity saving throw with them though, or any kind of saving throw.
Menacing attack has a wisdom saving.
Okay. Well, it should be 17 for all of them.
Okay. This one's the
Okay, you've got one
tricks.
attack left.
Oh, just another attack, just a normal attack.
20 for 11 damage. Alright, he is barely on his feet.
I'm gonna move up,
Uh-huh.
so he's flanked.
Okay. Grimgar. He looks almost dead.
Yeah, I can still hit that golem with my spiritual weapon too, right? I
Sure.
can still see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him first.
Okay. Natural 1. Swing and a miss.
I'm not gonna bother to use luck on it anyway. All right,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go after this guy. And I'm just gonna. He looks pretty weak, correct?
He is barely alive.
Yeah. All right. Do I get advantage on this because Theron's on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna go after him with Hugh then.
Okay.
Then click 5 things. That should go.
14 damage. Yeah, you basically just swing and swipe his head off.
Yeah.
And he goes down dead.
See, that's for Erkin.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, Zorker gets to, you need to get to talk to him about all of his ratness.
Yeah, I did want to talk to him, but it's too bad.
Okay.
And I'll just stay there, I guess. Well, I think I can move back 5 feet.
Sure.
So I'll just move back, waiting for this golem coming back
There
down.
is
I
a
assume.
living crystal guy left. So Theron, it's your turn. We're still in initiative.
Can I have a bonus action to see if this is the orb?
It's not a bonus action, but you can use your free object interaction to open the box. If that's what you want to do. If you want to investigate it other than that to make sure it's not trapped or something, it'll take your action.
I should wait then.
Okay.
Move 5. 5. And I use Muse Magic Missile on the thing.
Okay. 11, 22. Okay, still alive.
Move 5 back.
Okay. Can he see you? Oh. He's got dark vision. Okay. Yes. Hold on, I gotta see what he can see. Nope, he can't see Theron. He can only see a sliver of you. That doesn't count. So he's going to use his action to dash into the room. Maxon.
Guess I'll just shoot him. Whoa.
Wow. Okay, 20 damage. A big chunk of him comes off with that. He's hanging on. He's got cracks all up and down his body.
Again.
That misses.
Oh, no.
Again.
All right, that hits him in the chest, and he shatters all over the place. Now, we are out of initiative, but I will tell you, it's been 30 seconds since Urkin died.
You have to help Urkin fast.
Oh, he's gonna be a vegetable soon.
Maxim, grab the box.
I'm gonna run to Urkin.
Okay.
Too.
This box that takes like. Does this take 4 people to lift it?
You got to find him.
You know, we went down this hallway.
Okay, so you get over there. The two of you get over there. It takes you at least a full round to get over there, so it's been 36 seconds. Maxon isn't there because he's grabbing the box. What do you do, Grimgar?
Did he get burned by the fireball or anything?
No.
He's
No.
been trampled.
Technically.
No. No, I'm going to say no.
All right. Well, I can use Revivify on him then, because he's died within the last minute.
Yep.
Pray again while he does it.
So.
All right, so you're using Revivify.
I will do that. Yes.
All right. So since Maxon's grabbing the box and he's not going to get there in time because you have to revive him within a minute, Maxon's grabbing the box and so much time has gone by that only the two of you are going to be able to make checks to bring him back. So what do you want to do to try to bring him back?
Pray to my God again.
Okay. Make a religion check.
So well.
Okay, what do you say to your god?
I say, Agma, please bestow your power upon us and bring back our good friend Urkin, who is too young and doesn't deserve such a cruel death.
Okay. And Grimgar, what do you want to do?
I will again try to tempt him with earthly delights of killing were-rats and tell him what fun it was to kill that were-rat and remind him that he's got everything he needs now for his elf people.
I can't believe you're doing the same thing as last time when you knew it was a persuasion check and you only have a +1 to that. So go ahead and make your persuasion check, Grimgar.
Urkin to come back.
Do I get lucky on this if I fail or if I don't like my rule?
You get
Is this
lucky
an
on
ability
it.
check?
You get lucky on it if you want to use it before you know whether or not you failed.
Okay. So I will roll it first and then see if I want to.
Use your expertise in medicine.
I'm gonna use lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I should have used medicine. You're right. Hey, that's better.
Okay. All right, and let me read how I've got this set up. Okay, so 2 successes. So the DC is going to be decreased by 6. All right. And now I roll this in secret, I think we decided. Or I decided. All right. So you speak the words, the diamonds float above his body. Behind you, Grimgar, you can hear Theron murmuring his prayer, and you're just kind of shouting at Urkin, "You can kill rare rats, and it's gonna be great. You need to come back. We need you for this." And the crystals shatter, and so Urkin, are you willing to come back to life?
Yes.
All right. So the crystals shatter and dissipate, and Grimgar, you look at his body, and he's not breathing. He's not breathing, Grimgar. What do you do?
I'll try giving him mouth to mouth.
All right. Urkin, as you come to life, you feel Grimgar's mouth over yours.
You know, you add a little tongue in there.
You get a little beard hair in your mouth.
Urkin's first kiss.
Why in hell?
He's smelly too, so I'm not enjoying this like it
Yeah.
would be otherwise.
Should you be enjoying this? I don't think that's the point.
So Urkin, you come sputtering back to life from Grimgar's kiss at 1 hit point. Oh, here's something we forgot. Urkin was supposed to have a -3 to everything all day long because the last time he died.
Yeah.
He just died.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
Urkin, every night it'll go away by 1, but you have a -7 right now to everything.
God.
I don't think that would have helped him much. Still got
So-
destroyed.
Maxon comes around the corner. Hey guys, I got the box, and Grimgar is kissing Urkin.
Whoa. I didn't even know Irkin was dead either, so I'm thinking, what's going on here?
Sure, you didn't know.
He doesn't know he's dead. He wasn't there for it, right? Didn't he disappear?
Yeah, that's true.
He's like, whoa.
Get a room, guys.
Right now, guys, really?
So Maxon, when you went to go pick up the box, what did you do?
Well, first I asked, I was like, doesn't this take 4 people to lift?
Well, you can take the box off the top.
Okay, so that's
Chris,
what I
I'm
was
changing your
asking. So, yeah,
revised
I took-
DC on your character sheet,
So yeah,
okay?
so yeah, I took the little box and I
Okay.
have it.
And
it's
you're just
in here
carrying
right
it?
now.
Okay. So you walk
in
over
here
to
right
everybody else and you're carrying the box.
I want
I
to
got-
quickly
I got the box.
investigate the box from Max and then
I was very careful when I was.
The outside of the
handling
box?
box first. Yeah.
Okay, make an investigation check. You don't find any traps or locks or anything. It looks like you can just open it.
I open it.
Inside is a dimly glowing brown orb. That is, I have a description. Each one has its own description too. Let me just see if I can find this quick. It seems to float inside the box on a roiling pocket of fog.
Ooh.
Each and I think you guys figured out this before, but have probably forgotten it. Each orb is suspended in the opposite element. So the earth orb is suspended in air.
So they um they said that they were going to detonate it, right?
Uh-huh.
Didn't they mention that?
Yeah.
So, I forget. With these orbs, did we decide there was multiple ways to detonate it? It was on a timer, and you could detonate it, on your own.
You could activate it, or if a certain number of spells have gone off around it, it goes off. It is not blinking. If you'll recall, when you had the water orb, when you opened it, it was already blinking, and you didn't know what exactly had set it off. But it could have been you used the dimension door to get away with it, and so you don't know if it was already blinking before you dimension door, or if that's what set it off.
Now, there's one thing that we tried that I was thinking about, and I can't remember if we talked about it, but what was if we put one of these orbs in one of the cultist temple to blow up there?
You
Good.
make an intelligence check. I don't know if you can roll high enough to know this. Yeah, you don't know.
Smart.
You have
Smart person
no
alive.
idea what magic is active inside the temple for what effects it could have on this.
Yeah, I guess somehow the temple could be built to.
For all you know, it would make them stronger. Like, you don't have a clue.
That's a good point. And we don't really want to destroy the entrance to the temples either.
Yeah.
Certainly do that.
We could set it off in Tribor.
Well, so what I want to know, because it's about 10 o'clock now, and I had a couple of things I wanted to do to finish up today. Is there anything you want to do while you're down in these caves, or are you going to go back to Golden Fields?
Search the bodies.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
No, I think I think I wanted to go back to Golden Fields and then come back down
I,
here later, probably.
Okay.
I don't know what
No,
with the
good.
carpet in the other room.
Well, just make 2 investigation checks. And we'll make that for everything. Now, I don't know if you wanted. Did you want to use detect magic, given the fact that it could add to this thing blowing up?
Yes.
Okay. So I imagine you use that as a ritual, though.
Yes.
Okay. The Minotaur Cole Hornfells has a ring of protection and a great axe.
Oh, great axe.
Just a regular great axe. Skara Schist has a studded leather of lightning resistance. And she has around her neck a small brass lamp that looks like a gravy boat. The Minotaurs didn't have anything because they all exploded, and the were rat, all he has is half a block of cheese. You don't sense anything magical coming off the carpet.
There's nothing in this room over here. Oh, there's stairs down. Okay.
So when you examine that Grimgar, you see that the stairs down head into the other room, and when you walk down, you see that that wall is an illusion.
Okay. And then this tunnel to the right just kind of looks like it goes for a while.
Yep, it goes. So you guys go back to Golden Fields, or would you rather talk about the orb down here before heading up?
I forget. Do we know if it starts counting down after the limit, or is it going to explode no matter what?
Once you hit the number of spells, it starts to flash.
Detonate one of them on our own, though? Weren't we able
Yeah,
to?
you can just touch it.
You can use an act. You can touch it and then mentally command it to activate.
Maybe we should do that, just to get it to go off.
Where though? We don't want to do it here.
No, not here. We should use a teleportation disc.
Okay, then let's talk about this next time then, because if you spend a bunch of time tonight talking about what you're going to do with it, you're going to forget all of that by next session.
I
And
was thinking we
but
could go ask the guy at Golden Fields if he thought of a good place. I'd rather not use a disc because we only have one charge on it for a week now.
what I don't want to forget is you guys have mission rewards that you can get. Erkin had High Forest Elf stuff that he can complete here now, and you guys had the Protect Golden Fields mission that you can complete here now by talking to Emerald Enclave people. So I would, even if you go someplace to detonate this, it would make sense for you guys to come back. What was the other thing? Is there anybody who needs blood for some reason? You guys keep running into wear stuff, and I can't remember if there's stuff you need. Does Erkin need wear stuff or something?
Elf blood or something.
Probably.
No.
No, I thought somebody did.
What do you need to finish off your elf thing?
Nothing.
True.
I got dragon blood.
You needed 6 things originally, right?
I needed buzzspur, dragon blood, silver, salamander eye.
That's 4 of them. What were the first 2 you needed?
That was it.
You got a list of 3 things twice.
There may have been another thing that you gave me that I didn't write down,
I think you must have already handed those off.
but these four all came together.
Okay. You must have handed
Somebody,
off whatever else there was.
yeah, somebody wanted were-rat blood for Order the Gauntlet.
I see. Let me
That's
see if
what
I
it
can find
was.
that. Yes, they were trying to find a cure for were-rat lycanthropy, and they wanted were-rat blood from as many different unique subjects as possible.
Yeah, that's right. I will take it from him.
Okay, so one vial. So add vial of were-rat blood to your thing. That's right, because you cured Erkin of were-ratism and never took the vial from him. I remember that.
Yeah, I'll get rid of this vial of fire
That's when you
sand.
found out he was also a were-tiger. Like
Right.
two nights
That's
before the
right.
full moon. Who takes that stuff, or do you not take it?
I added the ring and the armor for now.
Okay.
I'll just take the great axe for now.
If you even want
Yeah,
If you even want.
I don't care about the great axe.
Okay, we'll just
it.
leave
Did you
it.
take
You know
the?
it's not magical because you did your thing.
Yeah, so I don't care. Did you take the gravy boat?
Oh no, I didn't. You can take that if you want. I forgot that he mentioned that. I only took what he wrote.
Sure. Sure, but I want you to examine it. That's
One
important.
thing that was interesting is that it did not ping as magical, which was surprising to all of you. You expected it to.
Did Theron see her rub this when he got disappeared?
Theron was laying on the ground at the time.
I'm sorry, Maxon.
Maxon. It's up to Maxon what Maxon wants to say.
Say about what?
Did you
Did
you
Grimgar
see?
see
The Grimgar was around the corner.
Yeah, I was around the corner. I wasn't there. Did you see that lady rub the gravy boat around her on her
Yes.
necklace? You did.
Yeah, she was fiddling around with something there. Yeah.
Huh.
Say that sentence again.
Did you
The
see
gravy
that
boat.
lady rub the gravy boat on her necklace?
She was gravy boating away over there.
Gravy boat is when you poop on a girl's chest and then rub your face in it.
They have Thanksgiving dinner on it. Yes.
You'll
How do you do
let
that?
let me at that turkey. I want a thigh.
I always wondered what that was called.
She's a drow, so it's dark meat.
Where did you go? Well, we don't have to do this now.
Time for this?
I went to a
Yeah.
magical
So next
place.
session we're gonna have to do some talking, I think. And we've got end of mission stuff to do. So we'll do that next time. So next Wednesday, right? The 2nd?
Yes, that works.
Okay.
December.
We can plan on this. The only change I made without Dundas here is I got rid of there was another Crystal Minotaur I took out. So that was the only change I made without Dundas.
Easy mode.
Yeah, I think it worked.